Okay, for the deliberation agenda, we'll move to 7.1. Consider approving the Parks Department to sell personalized engraved fence pickets to raise funds for fencing at the Lambert Branch Park. Mr. Kaufman?
So this is a great creative idea brought to us by the Parks Board. I'll turn it over to our Interim Services Manager, Aaron McLean. Thank you, Aaron.
Internally, yes. Thank you, Mayor. Internal Services Director. Yeah, I just changed my email today, I believe, finally. So you got that. Appreciate the opportunity to speak to you about this project. Like Mr. Kaufman says, I cannot take credit for the idea. That was an idea that has been bounced around by Parks Board for some time. So this project would include about 50 foot of fencing made of recycled plastic, and it'll help create a barrier between the Lambert Branch Park playgrounds that were installed about a year and a half ago and that parking lot. We've got plans in the future to make some improvements in that parking area. I'm not keen on fencing in a playground unless there's plenty of room for the parents to also sit within that area, but creating borders between parking areas and maybe water, I'm all for that. So if we sell these pickets at $50 a picket, it would pay for the material cost of the project. The parks staff would install the fence. It's, like I said, a recycled material. It takes 42 milk jugs to make one picket, and the colors, they are bonded together. It's not a laminate product on top of the green. So when you router the lettering in, it exposes the green core. So it seems to be a pretty good product. It would be pickets. It would be 4x4 posts that are made from recycled plastic material, and then 2x6 planks for horizontals for these to be mounted to. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to answer. Mr. Newfer helped us tweak a pamphlet, an order pamphlet, and if we approve this tonight, I'll be sure and bring some to y'all's interoffice mailbox. I know where those are at. Help spread the word, and we'll rely on Mr. Newfer and his many means of getting the word out to help us advertise. Be glad to answer any questions.
Mayor. Aaron, how many total pickets do you plan on putting up?
This project will be 84 pickets. If this wouldn't create a barrier in the entire area. We wanted to kind of start small, see if this project is received by the public well, and then if so, add to it in the future. So this would be it's really 46 foot, 84 pickets.
And y'all thought about $50 is just covering the material?
That's correct.
Is that covering the screws and all the concrete that y'all gonna need, or
it won't cover the concrete and the screws. That would just be out of our operating budget, but it would cover everything, all the recycled material that we would order. You're talking 8 4x4 posts, so 16 bags of concrete, a box of a couple hundred screws, decking screws.
I mean, to me, and the reason I'm questioning it is because to me, I think it would be an honor for anybody to put their name on these pickets, that they would probably spend more than $50 to be a part of this. And it's a great idea to promote and help the Parks Department. I think the $50 is just underselling it, okay, in my opinion. I think people probably pay a little bit more for that.
I'll take any whatever y'all decide. That's what we'll go with.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Vail.
Great idea. I mean, I really like this. I'm familiar with a product probably very similar to this. Our new business here in town, Built to Last, obviously builds these out of recycled plastic. Yeah. We just bought a couple chairs. They come with a 25-year guarantee I put them in my will for my children when they're ready to receive them. So 84 pickets, I mean, I know my family will do one. We have the #1 fundraiser sitting in the front row. She's probably already got 84 people in her head that she's going to call. So this should be fairly easy, in my opinion, to do, and I think it's a great idea. And sometimes, sometimes really good ideas come from someplace else, so
Sure.
that's okay. The other out-of-pocket, I mean, just to Eddie's question, to answer that, I mean, what out-of-pocket, how much do you think that's going to look like to the department?
Concrete's up to about, a little over $8 a bag. It's going to be
So we're talking maybe $150, $200?
$250,
Okay.
I would think.
Okay. I think in my opinion, we can cover that, so, okay. Very good, thank you.
Well, the agenda item as written has no, it doesn't tie you down to a price for a sales price or whatever.
Correct.
And that's something that, just look at it, and I know that the city's going to make a good business decision. More discussion on this? Any discussion? More? Okay, go ahead.
I appreciate the $50. You remember the little child that raised the $5,000?
I do.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But this allows just about anybody that wants to participate to be able to participate. Yeah, we could probably charge $100, but it would eliminate some people that normally wouldn't be able to participate. So I would recommend that we go with the Parks Board recommendation, and we can have more fundraisers on site. I want to say this also, that there's an opportunity on your water bill to donate to the park every month. Many folks do that, and we could utilize some of those funds for this if we had to. But I think this is a better way to do this than to take those funds that we set aside for bigger projects. So hats off to the Parks Board and your leadership for coming up with this concept, and I think it's really unique, and I think it's going to add to the sense of community over there in our park there. So,
It's amazing how many people don't know where that park is, so this maybe help get the word out at the location of this park.
It's a great park, and the tourism department just put up a sign for the Neely House and information on how to rent that facility. It's a great facility for family reunions, birthday parties, whatever, and it's an affordable venue, and this fence just adds more security for that as well for the kiddos playing in the park. Thank you.
Would they put on the website, and when they tell about this, put a form that you can click on?
Oh,
You just
Yeah.
fill out that form and
Ava's got lots of work to do. This kind of like the bricks that we did, right? All right, enough for me.
Other comments? Okay. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I will, I guess I better read the motion since you didn't read it. I will, sorry, I'm on the wrong page.
Do we
I will
get
make
it?
a motion to consider, or to approve the Parks Department to sell personalized engraved fence pickets to raise funds for fencing at Lambert Branch Park.
Second.
I hear a motion and second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. It's been approved 5-0.
Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.